Hey you guys, it's me, Diarra. Welcome to my channel. Welcome back to my channel. This is going to be a quick pick a card reading. You can choose between 1, 2, 3 different piles. And yeah, this is, I think, for the next 2 weeks, the last reading that I can upload due to travels. You know, I am a flight attendant and I have to fly a lot the coming days. And I am also hosting a yoga retreat in Austria for a week. So this is on top. And then I am invited to a wedding from a very close friend of mine. So also with the personal readings, if you are thinking about to purchase a personal reading, take your time because I won't be able to do personal readings anyways for the next, maybe today I would have some time to do maybe 1 or 2, but yeah, for the next 2 weeks, I am quite busy. So I thought it's maybe a good idea to step into the energy and to, yeah, just give you something back. Also to thank you guys for subscribing to my channel. I am close to 8,000 subscribers, which makes me very, very happy. I mean, I started with like 100 or so, and I never expected the channel would grow so fast, especially with the English reading. So it was a very, very good idea of mine that I just yeah, happened to have. I just woke up one day, maybe you guys remember, and I said, yeah, let's do it in English. And yeah, this is also maybe like a confirmation to you if you have some ideas and you wake up in the morning and you say, well, I could go swimming today, or why am I not going to the movies tonight? Just do it. I mean, you see how beautiful things can grow out of such ideas, yeah? And I remember myself doing this very first English video, and my language was a little bit like, you know, not that good, rocky, or how can you say it? Because, I mean, I'm German, so this is not my native language, and but I think I increased and you guys grow with me, and yeah, that's beautiful. It's a very nice community. So take that reading, even though it's not going to be that long, but just take that as a thank you, and see you then in 2 weeks from now, okay? So let's go ahead. You can choose between pile number 1, which is going to be the keychain, you know, the ring. Then we have the feather. I happen to find so many feathers when I'm making a walk. I don't know why. I like to pick them up and use them for my oracles. And pile number 3 is going to be the rose quartz. Remember that those symbols that I put on top of the piles, they are not related to the message. So it's not like you pick the rose quartz because you want a beautiful love message, because the rose quartz is related to love. It's not like that, okay? So just be open, take a deep breath, close your eyes maybe, step into your energy, because that makes me easier to step into yours as well. And let's see what the cards are willing to reveal. Maybe we can have some important insights, okay? So what's up, what to expect, where you're at right now. So we have for you, pile number 1, the 7 of Wands in reverse. So I think that generally spoken, you are a powerful person. You have a lot of passion and enthusiasm and inspiration and motivation to work hard for your goals. You are a goal getter. You are very yeah, dedicated to what you do. But right now, I think you are in kind of a hole. You know, you have not such a good time right now. Maybe it's, and I must say, to be very honest with you, I know those feeling quite good. You know, sometimes I'm teaching a yoga class, and I am also very dedicated to yoga. You know, I choose very carefully the right music, you know, depending on the topic of the class, and I prepare my flows and everything, blah, blah, blah. I don't want to talk that much about me, but just to give you an example. And then, you know, sometimes people come after the class and say, you know what, I did not like the class at all. it was way too difficult, or the music was too loud, or you were talking way too much. I mean, I come to yoga because I want to have silence, you know, and then with the music and stuff like that. I mean, I even had once, it is a few years ago, but now that I'm talking about it, I remember once, you know, just I put on some piano songs, and then a client, a customer, however you want to tell it, a student came to me and said, if I would wanted to listen to a piano concert, I would go to the theater. So could you please turn off the music? I mean, wow, how harsh is that? I mean, excuse me. At the end of the day, it's still my yoga class, right? I mean, I am the teacher, I decide. And maybe you had such an experience. Maybe you know what I'm talking about. I'm sure you are. Maybe you are not a yoga teacher, of course, yeah? You do maybe something completely different. But you can relate to what I was just saying. You work a lot, you do a lot, you love what you do, and then sometimes you come to a point where you have the feeling that people are absolutely not appreciating what you do and how much effort you make, you know. And this is where you at right now. And yeah, the universe, they want you to still stick to what you do, because what you do is important and it makes a difference. And the world, no matter where you work, whether this is you are a lawyer or you are a nurse, a medical doctor, maybe, I don't know, you can be a waitress, yeah, you can be everything, auto mechanic or stuff like that, but the world needs you. I mean, we need bus drivers, we need flight attendants in order that we can go to a holiday. We need, or to work, you know, by train, by bus, whatever. We need the people that take care of our cars. We need people that are working as a waitress so we can have a good night out. And you know what I mean? So everyone is important. You matter and you make an impact. And you can inspire other people by doing what you do with love. And I mean, one thing that my yoga teacher always tells us, you know, Brian Kest from LA. So if you live in LA, please go to his studio. I love Brian so much and he inspires me so much. He's teaching yoga donation based, so people can come and they just pay what they can pay, you know, and I just love that thing. And again, I mean, this is inspiration, this is motivation. You only do something like that if you love what you do. So don't give up hope, even though you every now and then you meet people who do not understand what you do and why you do what you do. But still, there are a lot of other people who do appreciate what you do. So you are a hard worker. Yes, I can see that from the cards here. But if not you, who else? I mean, because you have the energy. You, pile number one, you have the energy. Could be that you are a fire sign. I think you already know that the wands are related to fire, the element of fire, you know, being passionate and hot and fiery and stuff like that. So it could be that you are a Leo, Taurus, or Sagittarius, but you don't have to. I mean, not necessarily. You could be, I don't know, a Libra. Yeah, but still, you love what you do, and that is important, okay? And I am seeing good times rising up at the horizon, because with this card here, this is the job card, and it shows that you will, you will make an impact, as I said before, but not only an impact, you know, on a idealistic level, but you can earn money with what you do. And this is a very positive card when it comes to our job. Maybe if you are unemployed and you are burning, like, you know, waiting just to find the right job. Maybe you send out a lot of applications and stuff like that and waiting now for the responses. But I see you getting a good job again. Even though maybe now times are hard, but things will get better for sure. With this card, this is a success card. That would be, you know, like in tarot, that could be the Six of Wands here, you know, like success, money, incomes, increase, development, growth. Okay, and remember, as I always like to say, it is always darkest before dawn. What you need is patience. I hate that word myself. I am a Leo. I am very, very impatiently waiting for things to happen myself. I know what I'm talking about. But yeah, what we need is patience. It's patience, okay? Just wait a little longer and you will be successful. You will be successful again. Yeah, if you are in that kind of hole, as I said, or maybe if you are unemployed, or you will gain success. Maybe you never been really successful in your life so far. Maybe you are very young and you are still in the beginning, but in that case, still, I can promise you, you will become a very successful worker, employee, maybe later a leader, you know, having co-workers with you, stuff like that. So a very good spread, even though times are hard right now. Okay, let's have a quick look into love. Yeah, as again here, they want you to show your love. And this is could be also like, you know, related to the job topic that we had before. I mean, this is now the love oracle cards from Doreen Virtue speaking about love, but still it matches so well, you know. Show your love, step up, show what you want. Express what you want. You can express what you want via words, via singing, dancing, you know, like talking to other people. Express your love. And it is about learning and forgiving. I mean, of course it is for all of us. It is always about forgiving and learning. Yeah, it's easy as that. I know this is maybe kind of boring because we have those cards in almost every single damn love reading. But I mean, obviously the universe, they really want us to understand this message. It is about forgiving and learning. Forgive yourself, learn from your mistakes. You know, I mean, there are no mistakes because everything is valid and everything is good at the end of the day. I mean, we are all perfectly imperfect. That's what we are. We are all perfectly imperfect. Learn to love your imperfections if you think you have any, okay? Learn to love them. Show your love. And then I have the soon card, and this is a good message here to end this reading for you, pile number 1, because again, sooner than you think, good things can happen. So when it comes to your job, when it comes to your love life, leave that up to the universe. They will bring you some presents and unexpected surprises here with the soon card. So yeah, be open and look around because beautiful things can happen here soon, sooner than you think. So let's pull out one final message for you and then we're done and we move over to pile number 2. One final message for those who choose the keychain here. What's up? What's the final message for you? Yeah, the abundance card. Wow. And I tell you what, this card here, the Ace of Abundance, is the same as that. This is also the Ace of Abundance, as I said before. Isn't that great? I mean, really, my cards are so beautiful, matching each other's. That's, yeah, I have no words for that. So yeah, you will receive new ideas, new inspiration, unexpected success is coming to you. As I said, I know it's hard right now. You may have received bad feedback as I have, you know, when I'm talking about my yoga classes and some students, but things will be better. They will, the tables will turn around for you again. And yeah, that can be money, that can be job opportunities, that can be a good advice from a coach or a good friend of yours. Yeah, as I said, just be open, look around a little bit, so you don't miss those things, okay? It is also like, I mean, at the end of the day, you have to take opportunities. Someone is calling you saying, hey, do you want to do that or this? And then it's up to you. I mean, you can say either yes or no. If you say no, okay, opportunity lost, right? So this is also like an advice to be open and to take advantage of situations. And it is a good time to start a new project too here, yeah? Yeah, that's it for you. Beautiful message. Great. Pile number 1. So let's move on with our quick reading here. Pile number 2, what's up with you? So, yeah, again, money, the element of the coins, the pentacles. This is the earth element. Maybe you are an earth sign. This is quite similar to pile number 1, but a little bit more, the energy is calmer. I don't think that you are in a bad mood right now. So you don't feel under pressure, you don't feel in a hurry or stuff like that. I think maybe you are a Libra, you are very balanced out, and I think right now you also have a job issue going on. Maybe it's the same, maybe you are unemployed right now, maybe you don't earn enough money with what you do right now, you live from paycheck to paycheck. That could be the case, but as I said, I see quite a calm energy. I could imagine you being very involved in some kind of project here. Maybe you just started something new, maybe you are just coming back from a very inspiring retreat or training or workshop or gathering of any kind, a very special event that you just have been to, and that inspired you so much that you are very much thinking about that special project that you have going on right now. Or if this is not really going on right now already, you are thinking in your head about how you can start up things. Maybe you are thinking about, think big. Maybe you are thinking big. Maybe you are thinking about opening up your own coffee or restaurant or yoga studio, or you want to be an actress, you want to be a singer, a songwriter. Yeah, you want to start a new hobby, a very hobby that takes a lot of time, like learning to play the piano or stuff like that. So I see you being involved right now in some kind of a project, and that is under a good star, that I can tell you. This is this card here. I don't know the subjects, how to call them with the SCART card. So I know every word that I need for my tarot cards, because I do work with those tarot cards for a long time already. I also work with those cards for a long time already, but only in German. So excuse me that I'm not able to name the card. But what I can tell you, this is the card that brings good news, that brings success, and that brings sunrise. Yeah, the sun will rise at the horizon for you. If you are working on a project, I can tell you it is going to blossom. It is going to blossom. So no matter what your business is, whether you are a nurse, a lawyer, a teacher, a singer, a waitress, or whatsoever, but job-wise, your cards are very, very good. And not only good, I see you really like being in charge here. It's not like you go to work from 9 to 5 and then you're done and you desperately wait until you can leave your office desk. This is not what I see. I see someone, this is what I'm trying to say here, that you are involved in ideas or projects and you really like them. You really want to make that good. Yeah, you really want to make that happen. And and this is good because this card here shows success. Work, but also success, good news, opportunities, okay? So when it comes to love, what do we have here? Okay, here we have the Free Yourself card. Free yourself, put yourself out of any kind of cage that you live in, illusions, soap bubbles. Maybe you have the tendency to build up castles in the air or to admire other people, to put them on a pedestal, or to maybe victimize yourself. This is a lot of stuff that I just mentioned because I read for a lot of people. You live at different parts in the world. Last time I've got a feedback from someone who said, oh, you know what, that oracle you just did, it's beautiful, but for someone who lives in the third world, it's absolutely not, it has nothing to do with our life here. And I can totally agree with that. You're right, because I don't live in a third world. I don't live in Africa. I live in Germany, and this is first world, and this is all, basically luxury problems. Yeah. So I know that, but still here, this is the free yourself from all illusions and limitations. I mean, limitations. Maybe even when it comes to this new project that you have going on here. Free yourself from limitations. Very important message here. Maybe there are still some problems in your family that you have to deal with. This is an advice from the universe that they say, hey, if you have some time, spare time, you know, and you want to work on yourself and you want to make things to happen, then you should have a look into your family, because they may be still some problems that need some healing energy. Okay, and they are, it's not only that, it's also, they say that your love life could benefit if you work on all your family issues. Okay, so that could be, I mean, basically everything. Maybe you are married, but there are some problems, hidden problems in your marriage, and they say that, sure, I mean, if you work on those problems, sure, your love life can benefit from that. Maybe you are single. Maybe you have not a twin flame going on. Maybe you are single already for 10 years. But still, if you have a look into your family, yeah, your love life can benefit. So this is a message, we all can take a little bit of it, whether we are free singles or maybe married with someone, right? So yeah, take the time to work on that, or maybe not work sounds so hard, you know, like, oh, I have to work. I mean, I have to work 8 hours already, so, and now I have to work in my spare time. I really don't want to do that. I kind of totally understand that, but I mean, still, it's for your, yeah, for your own best, right? I mean, your love life would definitely benefit if you heal any kind of family issues. Yeah, you may like that message, you may don't like that message, you can thump me down if you don't like the message, but still, this is what the cards are saying, okay? I think you want to have your soulmate. I think with the soulmate card here that maybe your project that you have going on right now here, you know, is about finding the right one. Maybe you just signed up on several, you know, like dating online platforms and stuff like that. Maybe that is your project. Maybe it is not job related. Maybe it's about finding the right one. Maybe you just took a how to flirt right workshop or whatnot, or you just bought few books about how to meet the right one and how to have a healthy relationship. I mean, love is such a big issue in the Western world. I mean, really it is. I mean, if I go to a bookstore, no matter where I am, if this is in LA, if this is in New York, if this is here in Germany, in Hamburg or Frankfurt or Stuttgart, no matter where, love is such a big issue. And not only love, all those love-related issues like self-love, for example, yeah, loving your body, accepting your own body, you know, like don't fight again your body issues. You know, Louise Hay, I don't know if you know her, she wrote a lot of books about that topic, self-love, you know, and I think we all look for someone who loves us in order to cover up a lack of self-love. There are also a lot of books out there about that topic, you know. I mean, I wrote a book myself about that topic. Unfortunately, I wrote that book in German, so you guys, you can't, you can't purchase it unless you speak German, which I think is not the case for most of you. This is the topic, you know, love, self-love, acceptance, blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm talking about. And I think this is one of your topics. But if this is the case, then I mean, especially you should work on your family issues. Because if you want love, if you want to love yourself, if you want to love your siblings, your mother, your father, your sister, your brother, yeah, you have to work on your family issues. And that will, and then your love life, you know, the journey and the search for your soulmate will be way easier. Yeah, it will be way easier to find the right one if you healed all those other issues that are still underneath the surface. Okay, so one more and one final message for you. Ooh, cards flipping out. Let me just shuffle them profoundly because I really want to give you guys the right message for today. Not only because I'm not doing any readings for the next 2 weeks, but generally, I mean, these readings are timeless anyway, so you may find this reading a year from now and still it's valid and still it holds some very important messages for you. So yeah, this is about emotions. Yeah, this is about emotions. It's to find your emotional home, yeah, and to step underneath the surface. And let me just read it. It can be, they say that you may get an invitation to a public event, something like that, some kind of gathering, or maybe, as I said, you know, like the training, a workshop, a retreat, something like that. So you may have your eyes open when it comes to an invitation. You see her sitting there and the bird is bringing a ladder. So someone is giving you a message, at least. Maybe it's not an invitation, but at least a message, an email, yeah, a text message. So yeah, you will get some news, something you can think about. And this has to do with feelings. This has to do with feelings and maybe even with art. Maybe you are an artist. I think I said that before here with this reading. I'm not quite sure because I'm kind of in a channel when I'm doing those readings. Not sure what exactly I'm saying, but because I'm trying to let everything just flow through me. It speaks of, yeah, being sensitive. Maybe you are an empath yourself. Yeah, maybe you are hypersensitive yourself, as I am. You know, like a crying baby. Maybe you are not, don't get me wrong, but that could be the case, you know. A message that you will receive and that will really touch your heart. Yeah, maybe a message from your family, maybe an invitation to a family gathering, and maybe because you have some, you know, like kind of issues going on, family problems, you are very touched by that invitation. Or maybe you want to bring your family an invitation. You want to invite them to your house and to say, you know what, I would like to invite you for a brunch. Why are we not meeting next Sunday and I invite you guys because we haven't seen each other for a while, and yeah, let's do something like that. So a letter, a message, an email, something that has to do with invitation, invitation, but also emotions will be brought to you. Okay, pile number 2. Good, let's move on. Last one, pile number 3. Whoo, this is the butterfly card. You know, the transformation, big transformation, the death. A big change, a big shift. Has to do with love, for sure. With the 7 of Hearts. This speaks of secretly being in love with someone. By the way, this is one of the meanings of this card. Being secretly in love with someone. Admiring someone, putting also like someone on a pedestal, which is not such a good idea. Never, by the way, no matter who that person is, whether this is a teacher from yours or, I don't know, a crush, a love interest, it could be your husband, it could be your own child. Never put someone on a pedestal. Never. I said that before in another reading. At the end of the day, we have all our edges and corners. We are all not perfect. We simply are not perfect, you know, and you can be a humble person, you can be a loving person, a caretaker, you know, you can be very much into charity and stuff like that, yeah, taking care of refugees and, I don't know, homeless people, sick people, disabled people, but still you can have a bad day. Yeah, still you can lose your temper. I mean, if shit hits the fan, we can all have a bad day someday, right? So we are not holy. We simply are not holy. So maybe you just discovered that. Maybe you have been secretly in love with someone. Maybe you just put someone on a pedestal. And then, you know, that big shift came because you had to recognize that no one is perfect. Or maybe it is just like simple, those cards together could also be like being lovesick. Maybe you are just coming from a breakup. You know, someone broke up with you, you are in a separation, and you are still secretly in love with that someone. Maybe this is a message for all you out there who think they are dealing with a twin flame thing. You know, maybe you think you found your twin flame and you are for years already waiting, and not only waiting, you are maybe even like trying to convince that someone that you are the right one for him. But maybe this person just told you recently that, you know what, leave me alone. I mean, really, just leave me alone. I am not your twin flame. I'm not in love with you. I don't want to be with you. That's why I did not call you ever. That's why I'm not speaking to you ever. So please leave me alone, okay? So maybe this is what happened to you. Okay, a big shift, a change, a transformation. This card here, the death, scares a lot of people. This has nothing to do with the physical death. Of course it can. Of course, it can be that some of you experienced a death case. Yeah, that someone, maybe an uncle, maybe a parent died recently. That, of course, can also be one of the many, many different interpretations of that card. You know, just let me put that clear so you know what we're talking about. Could be love sickness, you know, could be grief, could be the loss of something, someone, you know, belief systems, limitations. But this is really, really not a simple change. This is a big change, you know, a big, big, big shift and transformation here going on. And has to do with feelings and love, secretly being in love, as I explained before, okay? If you want to listen to that message, because that was very profound, I think, this message, even though it was maybe not that long, but if you want to listen to it again, just, you know, this is a video, you can listen to it as many times as you like. It's good for you. In order, you know, like to embrace the whole message and to really step into the message and not only to understand it, but to really... you know, I mean, with the understanding, of course, I know you hear me. I know that you understand me. But the question is, do you really get that message? Are you, because I think my experience is also with my yoga classes, the people, of course, they understand what I'm trying to teach. But they understand with the head, with the ear. But I want them to understand with the heart. And that is a completely other story. A completely other story. I mean, well, let me just put it out there and then just do you what you want to do with that message. And you may want to ask yourself whether you really understand by heart, you know, with your heart, your physical heart, this heart, you know. Are you listening and seeing things with your heart or only with your eyes, with your head, with your ears? Because that's basically not what I want you to do. I want you to listen and to understand with your heart, to really understand the message. You know, like in between the lines. That message I'm talking about. The message behind the message. So, let's have a quick look into love. As I said, love is a big issue. I know that. I know you all want to have love readings, love readings, love readings. This has to do with trust. I mean, sure, when it comes to death, you know, whether this is emotional death or physical death, it's always about, you know, believing and trusting that everything happens for a reason. And yeah, divine guidance, divine timings, being patient. Yeah, I mean, this is, the headline is trust, but underneath it says the situation you are in right now, tells you you have to be patient. This is what's written down here. So it's not only the headline that's important, but also to see, okay, what is the, yeah, as I said, you know, what is the message behind the message? And the message behind trust is being patient, right? They want you to recognize that you are worthy being loved. You matter, you are important, your emotions are important, and maybe, you know, with the 7 of Heart cards and putting people on pedestals and being like maybe even a little bit codepending on whether or not someone loves you, yes, maybe you have the tendency. I mean, deep down inside, we all want to be loved. I mean, it's not only you, we all want to be loved. And maybe love is a big issue in your life. And maybe your heart got broken a lot already in your life. Maybe you are not that old, but still you made experienced, and maybe all of those experienced were bad. You know, people were cheating on you, betraying you, lying to you. You know, maybe you have been into many third-part situation relationships, you know, stuff like that could be the case for you who choose pile number 3. So this has to do with self-love. So you can ask yourself, why are you constantly picking out people that do not love you? Why are you choosing people that are already taken by somebody else? People that do have already a family, a wife, a husband, children. Why are you doing that to yourself? You are worthy being loved. And you should, you know, like your goal, see that girl here with the bow, and then she is, you know, having a certain target in her eye, and you should, you know, like find the right target. And the right target are never people who do not love you in return. The right target for you are not people who are already taken by somebody else, so you are in a third-part situation. The right target for you is someone who is on your level and who loves you back. So choose wisely. Find the right one, the right target, you know. And this is also like finding the right target, you know, like the right person. It takes a while, it takes time, and it takes also like a lot of patience. It takes a lot of patience for sure. Okay, they want you, I mean, those cards combined here, I mean, they fit so well because this is a calling out your soulmate card, and this is basically what I was trying to explain here. You know, like you have to find the right target, the right one, not the wrong one, not anyone, the right one. Okay, are you hearing that? Not anyone. It's not good being with anyone. I mean, you should have some yeah, how you say that, you know, like some things that you say, okay, I'm not going under those bars here. You know, I have some certain kind of expectations, and that's good. And I'm not going to sell myself below price. It's easy as that. Damn it. I mean, really, you are worthy being loved, for God's sake. Don't sell yourself below price. Search for the right one. Not for anyone, for the right one. Okay? So, one last message for you, pile number 3, one last message for today. So, yeah, this is like, you know, being very confused right now, needing a break. You see the girl, we had that girl card here in the other reading the other day, you know, she needs a break. She needs to rest a while. She needs to think about stuff. You know, this is like being in child's pose. You know, I always like to, you know, like take some yoga poses into my readings if it fits. I mean, basically the child pose fits very well with this card, you know, like, yes, just taking a break. You know, child's pose, if you ever done a yoga class, you know what child's pose is, right? If you never took a yoga class, you don't know what child's pose is, but child's pose basically speaks of taking a break. Be like a child. Don't be childish, don't be naive, still use your discernment, because that card has to do with thinking, so don't get me wrong here, but still to think properly, and to think about what you really want to have, you know, like finding the right target. You need to be calm. Calm down. Child's pose is a resting pose. You know, relax. Relax. Relax and enjoy this time. It says they want you to enjoy this time being alone. Just, yeah, you know, like enjoy the time. You are alone. I know we all want to find the right one at the end of the day, for sure. We all want that. Some of you already found the right one. You have other problems maybe going on. You have maybe financial problems. You have maybe, you know, like health issues going on, stuff like that. But I think for those who picked pile number 3, this has to do with love for sure. I'm really sure about it. And yeah, they want you to step back, to relax, to have a look at things from a bird's eye perspective, and to think about why you always find yourself in the same situation when it comes to love. This is what the card speaks about. Think about it yourself. Actually, you don't need a reading. You don't maybe need a therapy. You can find out yourself if you step back and and really make the effort to figure out why you constantly choose the wrong person. Right? So this is it. I hope you liked it. This is, as I said, no, I'm not repeating that again. I said that before, you know, with me being on a holiday and have to fly a lot these days. So this is it for today and maybe for a while. Hope you liked it, and I will see you back. Bye-bye. Namaste.